The crystalline spires of New Olympus stretched impossibly high into the artificial atmosphere, their surfaces pulsing with quantum energy that bent light itself into worship. Commander Marcus Kane stood at the observation deck of the orbital platform, watching the civilization below with the same detached amusement a child might observe ants in their colony. Phase displacement in 30 seconds, announced Lieutenant Torres from her station, fingers dancing across holographic controls that responded to thought as much as touch. The primitives still haven't detected our presence. Kane nodded, his enhanced neural implants already calculating trajectory modifications. The Terran Dominion had been playing gods across the galaxy for 3 centuries now, uplifting civilizations just enough to make them useful, then harvesting their resources when they grew too confident. It was a perfect system, one that had never failed. The Nexari below had reached their peak exactly on schedule. Their biomechanical fusion technology, their gravitic manipulation, their crude but effective faster-than-light communication, all of it would serve the Dominion well once their planet was strip-mined and their population relocated to labor worlds. Beginning cultural destabilization protocol, Torres reported. Introducing economic collapse scenarios and religious schisms. Standard timeline suggests complete societal breakdown within 6 months. Kane smiled. The Nexari thought themselves gods among the lesser species of their system. They had conquered 3 neighboring worlds, established vast trade networks, and genuinely believed they were the pinnacle of evolution. They had no idea that beings like Kane existed, beings who had transcended flesh entirely, who could manipulate matter at the quantum level, who could snuff out stars with a thought. The massive harvester ships waited in fold space, ready to emerge once the Nexari civilization crumbled. It would be clean, efficient, profitable, just like the 47 worlds before this one. That's when the sensors screamed. "What in the void is that?" Torres whispered, her enhanced vision zooming in on a distortion near the system's edge. Something was emerging from hyperspace, but it wasn't following any known physics. Reality itself seemed to writhe and tear as the object pushed through dimensional barriers that should have been absolute. Kane's implants automatically began analyzing the readings, then promptly shut down in protective overload. The warship that emerged was impossible. It was simultaneously microscopic and larger than a gas giant, existing in multiple dimensional phases at once. Its hull wasn't constructed, it was grown, evolved, shaped by forces that predated the universe itself. Where the Dominion's ships were marvels of technology, this vessel was a living equation, a mathematical proof written in crystallized time. "Sir," Torres's voice cracked, her artificial confidence protocols failing for the first time in decades. "It's scanning us, but not with sensors. It's reading our quantum signatures directly. It knows what we've done." Kane watched in paralyzed fascination as the alien warship oriented itself toward their position. Throughout his enhanced lifespan, he had been the apex predator, the godlike being who decided the fate of worlds. Now, for the first time in 3 centuries, he understood what prey felt like. The ship's weapons didn't fire energy or projectiles. Instead, it simply suggested that the Dominion's harvester fleet might prefer not to exist. Reality obliged, and 12,000-meter-long vessels vanished without even the courtesy of debris. A communication channel opened, not through their equipment but directly into their consciousness. The voice that spoke was older than galaxies, patient as entropy, and utterly indifferent to their technological achievements. "Children playing with fire," it said simply. "The Nexari are under our protection. Leave." Kane's hands shook as he gave the retreat order. As their ship fled toward the edge of the system, he caught one last glimpse of the impossible warship descending toward the Nexari homeworld. Not as conquerors, but as gardeners tending their crop. The Terran Dominion had spent centuries believing they were gods among mortals. Now they knew the truth. They were merely another harvest, and the real gardeners had finally returned to tend their galaxy.